370 coaches entered REBBL Season 8, the biggest season on record. Now, just 61 remain, all with their eyes on one prize. After a grueling season, their biggest challenge now lies ahead of them.
Man.
Oh, Nemo, no! Nemo! You were the chosen one!
Over the next 6 weeks, prepare to experience the highs and the lows of Knockout Blood Bowl. Drama is guaranteed. Welcome to the place where heroes are born. Welcome to the place where legends are made.
Yasin scores! You've done it!
Welcome to the REBBL playoffs.
Belt dodge, but he's dead! And Stinger Bell is dead as well! Kool-Aid Convoy's team is falling to pieces.
Whoa! Filet me gnome!
Why would you apple that skin? It's a skin!
Unbelievable, Jeffrey!
This is so tense! 2 plus pick-up fails! UA Norse are the champions!
Hello, Rebel! Welcome to our latest and greatest playoff show. Although apparently, there we go, it's picked up the team finally, so we should probably pick up the casting team. Hello, gents.
Morning.
We've got a game for people, haven't we?
Sorry.
We've got a game for people, as the missus just walked in and chucked a massive bag of food on the floor.
Well, I mean, most things in life happen, right?
Oh my word, thank you, whoever that was. That was Zinj. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
Oh, good man.
Now, yeah, we've got, as you can probably hear, some guests in the background. Terrible timing there.
Sounds like a party, man.
Right, now that's done with, I've got some guests, as you can probably hear, which is Mr. Crusader.
G'day.
We've also got, for some reason, I turned off my my stuff and it's still working. That's good. Thank you for that. Flippin'. Right, we've also got XS.
Good morning. How we doing?
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Oh, better now, man. Now home from work. And now I've got playoffs to look forward to.
We've
Home
got
from work with kebab. What kind of world are you living in, sir?
we have got
I'm
ourselves,
living in paradise.
gentlemen. We've got ourselves what can only be described as a bit of a traditional Blood Bowl game. We've got the Claw of Samoa and Steve versus some Orcs under the name of a guy called Superfed TV. You may have heard of him.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Now,
He's not that scrub out of REL, is
if
he?
we look at Steve's team, it's not got a whole lot, but it's got a bit. You know, we've got a plus strength killer.
It's got a very fatal flaw. He's got me on the team. That just never ends well for anyone.
Also, Hulse, thank you for the sub there, dude. Very much appreciated. 9 months in a row. Jesus, man. That's amazing.
What a hero.
Not a hero, yeah. That's fantastic. So we've got Mighty Blow, Block, Claw, Tackle, Strength. That's really good. That's a really good killer. We've got a Dodge plus Move, Sure Hands player. That really needs Block desperately, but it's pretty good. The Warriors are all got Block and Mighty Blow. 2 of them have got Guard, 1 of them's got Claw and a Niggle. And we've got no plus Strength with Block. And we've got a Block Tackle. That's pretty good. It's 1690 TV. The other team, right, it's like, yeah, well, what more can we say about him? Well, there's a little bit we can say about him that we don't need to talk about. So what I'm going to do is do this. And then we'll show you a little bit about the other guy.
Well, I need to go to the toilet, Jim. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Wow. Just wow.
Well, I want to see that again.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. You know what I mean, and I do my lips turn on the catwalk.
again.
Oh, there's
Oh,
an injury! I was just gonna say, if this results in an injury, that's a really good result for Superfed.
You pay for the whole seat, you don't need the edge.
Makes it. And
Makes it.
just roll sixes, and Superfed has managed to pull it off.
And I'm too sexy for this song.
I'm reliably informed. This is a lovely bunch of ladies. I love that video. It's so good. It's so good.
It's like easily the best and worst one Herringzord's done. Like for the players, it's terrible.
It's from last season naturally. That's why Superfed's got one. So Herringzord he's hoping that Superfed progresses onwards, so he doesn't have to make another one.
Oh, it's so terrible.
Right, and this is a pretty tasty team of its own accord, and not just the ladies. We've got our obligatory plus strength orc thrower, who has blodge, tackle, and kickoff return. And Crusader, do you want to continue with the breakdown? I just wanted to point out the obligatory orc thrower.
Yeah, that's strength 4 is seems to be you play orcs, you get a strength 4 thrower at the door. But then we've got our blitzers there, all a varying skill. We've got a movement 5, agility 4 blitzer, which is unfortunate for poor old Kristen Scott. But then we've got a multitude of skills, all of them, of course, with block. We got a frenzy, frenzy jug, mighty blow guard, stand firm there on, I think that's Jade. Ashley Adams there with block, diving, tackle, and stand firm. And then of course Cleo there with mighty blow piling on, a jump up, tackle, and pro rounds out the blitzers. The Black Orcs though, we have Penny Packs who, it's looking a bit average right now. But we got block and guard on pretty much all the other Black Orcs. Some stand firm, some mighty blow.
There's a lot of stand firm on this team actually. To be fair.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, they're gonna stand there and take those blows time after time.
I actually feel like
players and a kick piece.
Yeah, I actually feel like Superfed has built a team much more in the Gerber style of orking, as opposed to the orc experience that you guys will be familiar with from the Big Orc.
I mean, like when. Yeah, this is very similar to like Walkathon's team of old that had like a bunch of guard. But yeah, it's not the pile-on extravaganza of Puppet Nasty.
Well, as you can see, 1 second, sorry, Access, I will answer that in just a moment. Yeah. As you can see from the Caval Vision there is actually 2 games going on right now in the REBBL playoffs. There's this one on our channel, which, as we say, is Superfed and Brazzerz versus Samoa and Steve. And over on Hindus's channel, which I will drop a link in the chat for you, because obviously you should give him some love too. The Hindus, Gerber and Sean Man will be discussing Buford T. Justice's Crematorium crew taking on Motley's Booze Cruise. Now, naturally, you don't want to watch Dwarves versus...
You say that's what they'll be doing, but really, I can think of like the memes being discussed more than anything else.
Yeah, it's you've got essentially the professional cast with us, which is scary of its own, a scary thought of its own, versus the absolute meme cast of Indus's channel. I think I think you can't really get away from the fact that this could come down to Claw doing the business versus Orcs or not.
Well, we already saw earlier.
We didn't see nothing earlier.
Well, I mean, for those of you who saw Claw do some work.
XS, you were going to ask a question and I completely cut you off.
Nah, it's all good, mate. I was just going to ask, mate, is Mickey Rain the best Black Orc in REBBL? I mean, she's taking a bit of a bust, but...
No, she's not. She is not better than Grubnash Warchief. Which is off Manus's team, who... Well,
yeah, no, the jump up, pile up piece.
There's a Borak.
For those of you... Yeah, I was just going to say, for those of you playing at home, Borak... in a very similar situation where we saw him get killed on the first turn. But there's no claw against him this time.
Just the Borak, guys. Just the Borak. I don't know if I like that. I mean, it does even up a strength advantage.
Well,
but
he's already got a strength advantage as it is, because he's got the 2 strength 4 goats as well.
He's got a lot less guard though.
Yeah, but he's got now sort of 6 strength 4 and a strength 5 in there too. And every blitz to do a strength 4.
Yeah, but like guard really does equalize the amount of like strength across the board. So
Twiggy in chat. I just went over there to give a follow for future game announcements. They're discussing the diet of puffins.
Any questions?
I mean,
don't change a thing.
It is pretty good, but I'm thinking, what if you went for babes plus a wizard?
Well,
then you wouldn't have a KO'd Lily LeBeau.
Yeah.
Well, you might have, because that would have just come from a different dude, and you've got Mighty Blow on all your warriors.
It's not how Dark's work.
We'll see. Plus, it gives them the spare as well. Gives them the 12 man in case it goes south.
The added benefit is good, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like a wizard is so much better in a I need to turn you over kind of. Oh gosh, sure hands, not so sure.
Was that T fumbling the ball? I feel like that's on brand. That was on brand.
that was predestined, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah, Steve's got the fame. Was a bit surprising, if you ask me.
Yeah, I didn't see the fan roll. We didn't go back.
Oh no, no, I.
I'll go back and check.
Oh, what a hero! The man that we need on the cast.
Don't go saying things like that. He'll start asking for a wage now.
I will double his current wage.
It's like I tripled it the other day. So geez, you're on fire now.
Yeah, no, it means I have to pay Crusader more. I've got a poor union.
RHXL.
Yeah, he's done a really bad contract.
RHXL says Riley Reid is immune to bolts. Apparently, she can take him like a champ.
Oh damn! Okay, so they have the same fan factor, but when you roll 11, if you're Steve, you're not gonna lose much.
No Rebel logo, Doc Mark. No way. I was having a few issues.
Metal doesn't remember how to do it.
No, I know how to do it. I was setting it up before the cast, and it was not working as I hoped it would. So I need to troubleshoot it with Major Byte. The Killed Orca's already had a better game than all apple pies. First out.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. So would you believe they both have 10 fan factor?
See, maybe
I would.
Yeah, that is the mark of a good first season, isn't it? Going straight up to 10 fan factor. Maybe that's why
tells you everything you need to know.
How will we get extra injury? Maybe they'll just have to play a fair game of Blood Bowl.
Don't worry. The logo is in my screen, so maybe it'll all work out.
Are you doing some energy sending again? Because we've seen that blow backwards badly.
What do you mean blow backwards? That works spectacularly.
Yeah, went just as planned.
Yeah. I don't know what you're on about.
Don't feed the death.
Don't feed the death floor, boys. That's not okay. That's not okay.
I mean, the other channel would be feeding the death floor. Just put it out there.
The other channel will be putting toucan food down on the death floor to try and attract wild birds.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nuffle, feed my puffin. Jesus.
Nothing wrong with that. Just more targets on the pitch.
Did you say Nuffle stuff my puffin?
Nuffle, feed my puffin.
I was going to say Jesus Christ. I thought that was
like the idea of Nuffle stuffing your puffin more, but
not mine at least, but jeez.
Yeah, that's why we haven't shown Hindus how to put anything on the pitch, because we just know we'll end up with a giant toucan or something.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, now you say that. Deathfall, take my puffins. Well.
Oh god, it started. No one has died yet, so chat are getting rowdy.
It's almost like in a game of Blood Bowl, a game called Blood Bowl, I expect there to be blood. I mean, your blitz resulted in some pushes. What else do you do?
Now that's a bold strategy.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be what you think that's gonna be a blitz next turn, right? Probably Jane by the claw. Because it's 2 dice. Oh.
This Chaos team lacks a frenzy piece.
Man, no fear all GG fires.
It does lack a fair bit, I would say. It maybe needs a solid
second season.
A second solid extra season in the
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Ambitank's incredibly shocked that we've just seen an Orc GFI succeed.
Yeah, no, I'm like, it must be like it's full moon or something outside.
I'd go check, but it's too cold.
Yeah, it's pouring. I got a massive storm over here, so I'm staying inside.
You know, I mean, it's Australia. It's either too hot or it's too cold. It's never just right.
Well, the fun fact, man, down south is actually bushfires, and up north is this bloody like flash floods. I don't know what else happening.
Yeah, half the country's either on fire or underwater at any point in time. So it is known.
You live in Queensland, you get both actually around this time of year.
Samoa, by the by, are actually a 2-season team. They this isn't their first time on the pitch. They have suffered some losses to get here. They actually came third in G-Man 3, behind Sean Man TV and Andy Davo.
That's
not a bad result.
So, in season record, actually, you say not a bad result.
I killed them all, McGon. I killed them all.
Not a bad result. They, in season record of 6-5-2, they were the draw champions of the world.
Wow.
In Div 3.
Well, someone outdrew me. Wow.
Yeah. Must be honest.
I thought I was doing pretty good.
Yeah, it hasn't quite got the 2-1 grind. It's stuck on the 1-0 grind.
That's a big deal, Self, as well, because you beat Prees. Who is no joke. No joke. But yeah, so are we going to see a hit engineered on Riley Reid? I think I'd like that. I don't think Riley Reid would, but I think, you know.
I don't think you can get a reliable hit in because at best you send me a one dice because there's so much guard around and stand firm as well.
Well, if you can,
no, you can get a Borak blitz.
Yeah, but then if you try fishing into lodge, I mean, you better off.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot you require to go right.
This is a better blitz because now you can get a second block on Benny Packs as well.
Claw doing nothing. Riley Reid likes it. Oh my! Can we? Yeah, it's gonna be one of those, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those casts.
Well, I mean, it's a super fed team. Does it surprise you?
Not even slightly.
Vaping insecticides? Yeah, I saw that.
So not only the fact that you knew exactly what I was chuckling at in advance.
It's a great cast.
Yeah. It's I'm crazy, but like there's a limit to how much insanity even I take.
Hello, random boy.
Is he been demoted the boy, or is he still mad?
Nah.
Well, it says boy in chat, so I just go with what it says, you know.
Alrighty, demoted.
Surprisingly, we haven't seen orcs like dying in droves yet, so that's a good start for Super.
Surprisingly, they're armor 9. Like you don't expect that. That's funny when it happens.
There's
but you don't
Claw,
expect it.
And
doesn't mean anything.
And recent experiences have taught us otherwise. Random boy, I've got a question about how you can talk when you're timed out. Would you like to answer it?
I will answer your question about tiebreakers, random boy.
Ooh.
Always.
So, I've got some news actually. Squeaky and Hole's going to be playing around this time of Monday in the Elf.
That'll be hilarious, to be fair. I'm playing Marker, which should be good fun.
I know. Oh my god. I saw those two games and I'm like, oh,
you know, technically, I could play Marker 3 times in 3 weeks if I do well in playoffs. Marker is potentially, if I get through the first 2 rounds, Marker could potentially be my gatekeeper for a hype video. In the second time I could play him is in Clan, where I play Big O in the second round of Clan League. And I've also got him in Elf League this round, so it's... Marker's stalking me.
Hey man, make it happen, man.
I'm going to do my draft for the Clan League too.
Final 8, Mr. Hippie. Final 8. So that's pretty good. You know, fairly decent odds. You've only got to win 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yeah, at least 3 games of Blood Bowl.
So I guess that's some of the best coaches we have in REBBL. Yeah, it's no biggie.
Yeah, not at all, man. This Orc choosing not to stand firm is interesting.
Yeah, that's a lot of
method to his madness.
I see a potential. Oh no, he's definitely not allowed to push too close to the ball. That is still a 3+4+ onto the ball with the dice.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that, or you could just send it. We got a spare gut piece floating around. We can get there.
Easy, says Hippie. Hippie's a damn good coach, to be fair, and he's got a very, very unpleasant chaff team. So it's entirely probable that he'll do some damage to whoever crosses his path. Who did you draw, Hippie? Who was your opponent this round?
I heard that's the case this time. Orc throws are good.
Look at this Orc thrower. He's having a fight of his life. This is not what Orc throwers were designed to do. I'm reliably informed. I mean, they weren't all. They're also not designed to throw.
Have you seen the Rebel Orc thrower though? They come stock standard with strength 4. Why are they not designed to punch?
That's very true. They just don't have mighty blow. Is the problem?
Yeah, it's an easy fix.
Easy. Roll doubles, man. Don't
Exactly.
worry.
Yeah, bugger that.
An undead team versus Hippie. That just feels like we may be throwing some poor zombies to the wolves.
It's Necro.
Even worse. Even worse for the poor
They're
guy.
dead. Yeah, this time he gets to lose wolves.
Yeah, we get to throw the chaffs to the wolves. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Never mind.
I think the wolves would be okay with. I think the trolls would be okay with that result.
I think so too. Are we going to see Borak get pommed? There's a world where we pile on Borak.
Surely you try and pile that claw piece.
Oh well, I do prefer that, to be honest, because it's arm evaluate as well.
Yeah.
Throw the wolves to the wolves, says Hippie. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. I don't hate going for this claw at all.
I would also like to see the claw hit here, to be honest. It represents one big tool that can be used to take you out.
And if there's one thing that Crusader understands, it's tools.
Big tools. I use them every morning when I go to the bathroom.
To clean the toilet.
And to, the shower as well, and things like that. I don't know what kind of animal, I don't know what kind of filthy pigsty you live in, but I like a clean bathroom.
Yeah, I do think we're going to see an attack on the claw here.
There it goes.
Especially because one of the things Steve was very, very absent was a dirty player.
Pro works.
Wow.
Pro really worked. Comes up with the pow. I think you pile on anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
and now you counter foul.
No.
He can. No. He can. If he can one dice Llama away.
Well,
that's not the one dice that you were looking for, my friend. Borak. That's a good point for Simon. Although I don't see a world where we're using Borak to DP.
Yeah, you trust
no, that attitude.
Well.
And if we're entirely honest, more than a few of these orcs know how to handle a bit of DP.
Low hanging fruit there. So low. I'm a pay it because I found it, entertaining, but it's low hanging fruit.
I had Borak and a bribe once, lost all my inducements on turn 3. Yeah, I very much agree with Cheese. And you know what though?
Yeah.
Right, I kind of see it because it stops the claw from being able to free up T, who is now stuck on a stand firm diving tackle player.
Until he gets knocked down.
Yeah, but then you're forcing a blitz, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, you're probably going to try and free up a dude anyway, so you're probably looking to blitz the dude anyway.
Diving tackles on
I've seen it kill an elf.
Tell me it's not real. I saw it kill one of Andy
players.
Davos' elves. I killed Andy Davos' best elf when Sean Man took him on in the regular season. He forgot. Davor forgot Skitter had shadowing. It wasn't even down tackle, sorry, it was prehensile tail. Prehensile tail and shadowing killed an elf because he forgot Skitter had shadowing. Dodged away from him to chase down the ball carrier, and Skitter just kept following.
So he followed up and
over.
then just I've got this tail here, you know that, right? Yeah.
I agree, Hall. Superfed is very much leaning on his stand firm, and I like it.
It just allows him to play the sideline, which is really good for him.
Oh! Oh well,
not so good. It's not so good for Kristen Scott though.
Hands up, who saw that coming?
Well,
where's Kedgeroos when you need him? Apo has come out. The Apo is also dead as well.
Apo no good. Well, this was scary.
That's huge. That's a huge loss. Losing.
We've seen that before.
Tackle gone. Stab gone.
What do you hate most about losing that piece? I think the agility 4, right?
Well,
I think, to be honest, you hate losing the Apo. Almost
probably. Because this guy has taken her last sharp penetration. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't limber up. Everyone link Kristen Scott videos in memory.
It scares me that the Gengar's only putting it on the list after her death. There's a certain fetish that I don't want to get too close to. You know what? Doesn't surprise me that Gengar leans that way.
No. Well, actually, Adam's going to take a blow to the face.
Yes. Anyone else found a market more cool money blow after that?
I think he may be a bit gun shy after that.
Reevaluate. I mean, T now can move down the pitch.
Oh, he's free. Like
you can tie up quite a few of these orcs too.
You can't tie them all up. You can't tie them.
No.
He's playing safe.
If you potato, you are going to get a Riley Reid doing a 1 in 9 after you to try and punch you in the head. And she's got the tools to do it.
Yep.
She certainly has. Is it okay when she's still warm? Not unless there's a heartbeat, Gengar. I draw, personally, I draw the line when there's no heartbeat. At that point, you go, maybe not.
As a pointer for just general day-to-day life things, if Crusader says it's too far, it's really too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you live in
Riley Reid loves a 9 in 1.
Yeah.
What about a vampire? I'm probably not fucking a vampire. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, let's not. Chat, please. You know what? This is how we lose all our viewers to the other channel. Is because we have non-stop porn jokes.
I mean, do you want porn jokes or bird jokes? That's your choice.
Pauper. It was none other than Kristen Scott, who was actually pretty good, but now is pretty dead.
Very good at her job, and also a very good Blood Bowl piece.
Yeah.
Porn is greater than birds.
I just have no follow-up for that, to be honest.
Why not bird porn? Well, I mean, have you ever watched a nature documentary about birds getting on? Is that shit just ain't sexy?
Borak finally going to the ground. No damage, though.
He's fine. Well, what's he worth?
Is
he worth like 300?
He's definitely worth a dirty player foul, if that counts.
Well, I mean,
I think he's saving up for any claw piece you can knock down. But admittedly, looking not too much an option.
At this point in time, you'll almost just be happy taking any removal that you can get.
Yeah, he needs to start the numbers train. So I would genuinely like to see him focusing much more towards the AV8 players over just punching Chaos Warriors.
You leave me out of this.
Hang on, what? Why Crusaders girls and how? That's like hundreds of hours.
He means Superfeds girls. Okay, there you go.
I mean, still, you're literally talking hundreds of hours. That's not a challenge so much as it's suicide.
There is just not enough like lotion. I like how you're worried about time. I'm worried about the lotion. There's tells you everything you need to know.
What do you do now if you're super fed? You already got 2 removals. One of them is done and not coming back. Where do you go from here?
I think I agree though. Like focusing down the weaker link and to the beastman, I think you have to try and remove them out of play.
100%. Start banging on the AV8.
So we could bring, if you're brave, if you're very, very brave, we could bring Penny Pax down to mark up the strength 4 claw guy, and then dodge Cleo Valentine out.
No, that's optimistic.
No, I was saying the next step was dodging Cleo Valentine out to punch the ball, potentially. She's got jump up.
Jump up. Yeah.
All you've got to do is knock out that tackle zone, and you can go for a 1 dice on that ball. There's no guard. Yeah, you have got a base Blackhawk against the claw, but...
Well,
She's saying, I suggest stop basing claw mighty blow players personally. Yeah. I mean, like, at some point, at some level, it's good advice, but at some point, you just have to take the odds, right, and go whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no block on the ball carrier. You've got tackle. I mean, your recovery is terrible, but basically, if you're super fed, I don't think you're trying to recover. I just think you're trying to stop the chaos from scoring on their drive. If you can do that,
it's a win in and of itself.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need to mark the claw because you can still make the block without it just for GF5. Not with dodging like that though.
Not with a dodge like that. I'd re-roll that with a team re-roll, I think. Save pro for the punch. Oh well, that's a 1 in 9.
Cleo laying on her back. Where have I seen that before?
Well, a turn ago.
Well, I mean, that and www.
Flaw didn't kill him. Hey, puppy, welcome to the stream, dude. It's good to see you, my
Flaw
friend.
has never killed anybody. It's the dice, I tell you.
I really want to reference the game this morning, but I won't, so let's just not spoil Puppy's game this morning, gentlemen.
Still, what's the, it's 24 hours,
there,
right?
There was a game this morning?
48 hours it is, excess.
Oh, boo.
Boo, boo, I say.
Well, why do I get the sudden feeling that Riley Reid's about to take a big old hit?
I think you've got to use like Joe though to try and. Oh, you could. You can get the if you can get the kill around if you move the Chaos Warriors, and I think that would be the best player. Get an assist on her.
Don't need an assist.
Well, you don't. You don't. You've done 4. Yeah, you're right. Well, if you get an assist, it means you don't have to GFI. Is the argument?
To like pseudo counter out the guard.
Yeah. No, because they're both. Yeah.
Are you okay there, Excess?
No.
Yeah. The mouth.
Yeah, it's just you can hear the single gear right. I'm like.
He was counting the squares. I was just waiting for it.
No, I forgot haunts were a thing. I'm like, oh, that's right. Here's haunts. Oh. Yeah, the thing's on its head.
I think haunts is definitely a thing when you're playing Brazzerz, right?
Well, I mean that's certainly one way to look at it.
Oh God, Gerber! I'm sorry, Gengar. Stop it! Stop it! When will it stop? About an hour and 20 minutes, Janus, when the game ends.
When we grow up, I might re-roll this.
I'd re-roll this all day. All day.
Re-roll this.
Oh yeah, he does, and he gets another push. You're happy if you're super fed. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if Riley bit the bullet, as it were, right there, Superfed would be in a world of trouble.
Pretending that Superfed's not in a world of trouble already is an interesting strategy.
Well, I mean,
we're looking at zero removals.
As bad as it could be. Yeah, it's not as bad as it could be.
It's pretty bad. I mean, it's terrible if you're a Kristen Scott fan. And this warrior and these two warriors and this beastman are just tying up like 4 players themselves, which is good value for money. Oop, gosh, sorry.
Both are stunned. Oh.
Oh, well, but still no damage coming out at
Mistakes
all.
were made.
So that killer's gonna get hit, sir.
I like the killer being punched. That's a good
Take a
choice.
GFI for a 1 die on the ball.
Yeah, but it's a 1 dice
Really
against. Well, he's got block.
Well,
It's 2 GFIs.
well, you can use Riley Reed first. If you get moved to assist with the diving tackle, right? And then if that fails, you still got the Black Hole to the dirty one as well.
He can even take a 1 dice with jump up Cleo Valentine. Onto Borak.
Don't have that.
Who's
GFI just for diving tackle on the ball would also be not bad.
Well, you can also get clear as well. You got blocks.
Two GFIs for a 1 in 3 chance to drop the ball. Power over both down will bring the ball down.
Seen worse odds succeed.
Like, Superfed's got to be wondering, like, when the armor's going to give up, right? He can now actually 2 dice Borak, and that could lead to a lot of follow-up hits into a couple more beastmen, including the killer.
Yeah, that killer goes down. I mean, if your killer goes down, you probably take the one. You probably don't mind the score at the end of the drive, right? You can try and at least run out in the second half, and possibly try and win a low 2.
I don't think there's enough hits to clear a path for the killer cricket, unfortunately, because there's 2 beastmen and Borak in the way. I think you're just going to take the 1 die. Oh god, jump up. Oh, Pro!
Pro is so good.
Pro is the best.
Doing exactly what you pay it to do.
Pro as number 1. You don't pile on an AV9.
No, because you need assist to clear off the other beastman.
Which region is Steve from? He is from G-Man 3, Mr. Hippie. You could actually move Megan Rain up onto the claw, which again is terrifying. But that's the only way you're getting a 2 dice on Shawnee. I still think you can go for a 1 in 3 hit on the ball on 2 GFIs. I don't know if that's not terrible.
It's not even a question of whether or not it's terrible. It's like you've got to do something.
Hello, Mr. Infinite Pink. How are you, my friend? Like, what do you do? Are you playing for attrition, or are you playing for?
Are we playing for attrition? The attrition game that we're currently losing.
This is ride. This is the definition of riding blodge, right? No, that's not the one. I think you're gonna reroll. He's gonna reroll. It's a niggled Chaos Warrior. It's worth.
Yeah, that's a thing. He's got a
reroll.
He's brought him down. He's got Mighty Blow. But no damage. Nothing is sticking to this Chaos team.
If he knocks down the claw, that means he's no free claw box out of blitz.
Not there are laws against using Teflon on your body armor.
Molly Jane with no Mighty Blow, still finding no damage. I'd be tempted to just chuck the diving tackle at this to kick that in the head. 2 assists at this point.
Nah,
that's good.
I think diving tackle has to be on the ball carrier. You've got at least over 10 to slow him down.
Yeah, he's forcing the blitz now rather than he's not getting any claw boxes to.
Yeah, I do like this actually from Superfed. It is smart positioning to try and deny the claw hit. I mean, you were not probably going to be clawing Riley anyway, because blodge is a thing.
Yep. Yes, they both have a 1-8 advantage.
Haley Reed.
Yeah, Samoa by the virtue of having Borak on the pitch.
Does anyone know if Haley is any relation to Riley?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know, not talking from experience here, but like if I was a father who had a daughter who'd been in the pawn industry, I'd probably do everything I could to stop the other daughter going into the porn industry. But then maybe I wouldn't.
Pauper, not on stream, my friend. Not on stream.
I can.
Cricket, never have children, my friend. Dwiggy with the actual porn facts. My word. Like, I think it's pretty cool that we've got a few, like, brothers and, like, a father-son combo in REBBL.
No, not listening to that.
But I don't need to, this is too far. This is a step. This is keeping it in the family a step too far, I think. There's some risky Googling going on tonight.
You mean risky? It's a legitimate profession.
It's very forward-thinking of you, Crusader. Poor old Jade Jansen's kind of blocked in from both sides. Swedish Salt, you don't want to know. You just don't want to know. Oh, poor Random Boy. Random Boy's too young for this nonsense.
I mean, I'm guessing probably not.
Steve making it clear. Finally gets away from Ashley Adams there. Like, you've seen Andy right? Like, you know what the funniest part is, right? People are giving us all this grief referencing porn stuff, yeah? And Andy Davo literally has half-naked women as his followers and stuff. And no one says a word. But as soon as we say porn, we're terrible human beings.
Well, I mean, you are a terrible human being.
Crusader, you and I both know I have never pretended not to be a terrible human being.
Well, I mean, like, that's true.
Random Boy is 12 and what is this? Creating.
You see what happens when a man loves a woman.
Oh gosh, the killer's off. Bye. The actual worrying part there, though, is that now the tackle can come around and suddenly Riley Reid is in a much less happy spot. Not that I'm assuming she's particularly happy where she is right now.
No, she looks like I'm in a world of pain right now.
Okay, yeah. Didn't they ban oral sex or something a couple of years ago in Britain?
Not to my knowledge.
I like the idea, though, that you're going to have to go down to your, like, newsagents to get a porn pass.
Hey, they tried to do that for a while. Like, they literally had ISPs, and you were supposed to ask them to put the porn on.
But yeah, they're saying, like, you're going to have to go down to your newsagents to get, like, a card that proves you're over 18. It's so funny.
Three large, bulky men. Three large, muscle-bound warriors, you could say. He's legit and will... I don't know, you know.
I was reading it in the news the other day.
I don't know, you know.
You puritanical Britons.
Oh, shut up.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Sadly, I do. Right.
And of course, there was with the Royal Wedding Order 1776. Phase 2 of the War of Independence from the Yanks is kicked in.
Oh, God, yes. You're reuniting the colonies at last. G-Man Rebel becomes G-Man Part 2.
Isn't that Gowdy? Isn't Gowdy doing Rebel at the moment? Isn't it like he's done all 3 regions? Squiggy has done Rebel, as it were.
The Rebel World Tour.
Well, Gowdy has literally done the Rebel World Tour. He's done all 3 regions. So Squiggy.
How did Gowdy play in Big O?
Div 2 a couple of years back.
2 seasons ago? 2 seasons ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He was too. Yeah.
It wasn't season 7. It was season 6. Season 6. Yeah, because it was him, Dees, and say Leo, maybe playoffs in Div 2.
Ambitank, two coaches have done the Rebel World Tour. Squiggy's played in all 3 regions, and Gowdy has played in 3 regions. Yeah.
Oh no, that's what. Forgive me. It was when James was still playing the VSCS game. Remember? It was him.
Yeah.
It was like him, Gowdy, and Dazizi all playing Skaven in one div.
As in the players on their teams. Yeah, Gowdy played the same team in all 3 regions. Squiggy didn't. Yacind was not. We never played in G-Man. Oh, we saw a stun.
We all sort of got excited for a second there, and there was a stunned silence.
So I'm gonna start taking bets. When do you reckon see the first casualty on the Chaos?
Turn 17.
Turn 6 of their next round.
Sort of devastational.
Yeah, the only actual players I think that have actually done the full World Tour would be Gowdy's Rats. That'd be pretty good, Ambitank. I'd be quite a fan of that. It's part of the reason I'm hoping for... Oh, Riley.
She removed herself.
Yeah.
That, to be fair, that's probably the safest place for her. No, I'm hoping to pick up one of Hiruma Majer's High Elves tomorrow. Be nice having a Pokemon from Big O.
Yeah, you're stuck with that name though. Have you seen the names of his High Elves?
I don't care.
You will care when you want to try and pronounce them, which one has guard.
I won't try and pronounce them. I'll whack them on the line of scrimmage and wait for them to die.
Seems like a legitimate strategy.
I mean, XS, I gotta say, mate, I don't treat my rotters particularly well.
Nah, they're rotters, man. What do you expect?
To be fair, Metal, you probably treat him better than his contract does. So, you know.
That's a push. Superfed's pretty happy with that. Yeah, well, to be fair, Cricket, that's just Superfed's mantra. The first half is meaningless. The second half is meaningless. The first half of overtime is probably meaningless. It's like anything before turn 22 really doesn't matter to Superfed.
Yeah, it's just, stalling.
He goes to overtime a lot for a coach who doesn't like overtime.
He absolutely hates overtime, doesn't he? He absolutely hates it. You know what? I wouldn't hate starting to re-roll claw hits, to be honest, because your ball is super secure.
Yep. Turn 20 for a GTFO.
This Beastman's particularly rowdy. That's the second stun he's landed without Mighty Blow or Claw.
That's because I'm buff.
That's you.
That's why I said it. Yeah. The irony that the GOAT in a game is more buff than I am.
Yeah, Ambitank, it does get, overtime is, it's a real, draining. Playing Blood Bowl for that length of time is actually incredibly psychologically draining.
No, it's not. Don't tell lies. Just don't think. Just do. Act on instinct.
This is why Crusaders never won anything.
Not strictly speaking true.
He wants some awards this week. It's okay.
Random boy, haven't you heard the announcement? If you win a second mug, you get a mouse pad instead.
I'd rather a second mug, to be honest.
It's more collectible then. There's literally 3 mouse pads in existence as opposed to why having 2 mugs, you know? But exactly, Cheese. I'm trying to control the flow.
Good work, Morley. I knew there was a reason you were my favourite.
I've really said I'm never going to get. I've really said I'm not ever going to get a mug. I suck at Blood Bowl and one-day tournaments are usually not my time.
Dude,
zone.
you send me $20. You send me $20, and I'll send you back a Rebel mug. How's that, grab you?
No, I can't be bribed.
It'd be like the best Rebel mug you'll ever get in your life.
Yeah, it had written an autograph.
Signed in the mold with a photocopied certificate of authenticity.
It's like I thought Rebel had 2.
I will make sure if you ever win 2 mugs, I'll send you the second mug instead of the pad. But yeah, XS, if you really suck at Blood Bowl, as you say you do, why don't you just do the tipping? That's a way to get a mug. There's 4 mugs on offer through tipping. 4. And one of them is for being terrible. Game. Crusader can even win one.
I haven't even put in tips, therefore I am losing by default. Yes.
Look, I tip worse than I play. That's saying something, man.
This is the only relevant injury box, ArchXL. There is no other injury box.
Yeah, they're trying. Like, there's plenty of money on that pitch. They're just not trying.
Gengar says blood ain't drinkable. Gengar, man, anything is drinkable if you are desperate enough.
The thing is, I mean, Superfed might not have that. He's only got 3 players off the pitch. One of them permanently, admittedly. But the bigger problem is he just has a couple of key stuns that are just stopping him from just throwing hits. And we still are not getting a single result that's better than a stun.
No.
You need to... The worst is the worst out of people who tip a lot. You can't just, like, go tip 1 game and then go, well, I only got one point. Oh, that's a gun.
Sorry, Crusader. You're gone.
Yeah.
You on the flip side, Crusader.
Alright, cheers.
Suddenly the injury, but he's thinking about it, though. He's thinking about it. How much does he like Crusader?
You better Appo me. You better.
No, you can't afford it, man, because you got to keep it up for your claw.
You don't need that player. It's nice.
Yeah.
Hey. You do need me.
Every team needs a mascot, right?
Pretty much. No, I've said it before. Like, every time there's been a team with me on it, it's so like, I don't recommend it.
It's a bold strategy.
Just never. Yeah, just never.
Do you stand up?
Need to get my lawyers out to do a cease and desist.
No, the ground hits hard. The ground hits less harder than any claw money blow will. And it's only given next turn to 1 anyway.
I was like powered by Cleo, wasn't I?
Yeah, you've just been taken down by Cleo.
Look, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm not going to complain.
As Crusader rapidly Googles Cleo Valentine to see if he is okay with this.
No, I've done it before.
That killer is so good. That was what I was gunning for with my Strength 4. I had Strength 4 Mighty Blow Tackle, and then Manus killed it. Like 8 SPP away from Claw.
What a shame.
Heartbroken.
I did double check to make sure I was thinking of the right woman, and I was, and I'm okay with it. Totally fine.
Good luck,
totally,
updates,
100% fine. I am more than okay with
that. We're a terrible bunch of human beings, you know that.
Gengar, there was a phase. Let's put it that way.
Hey, check that out. News from TBBL. Zord is 1-0 up over Sage in the first half.
Go Zord.
Go Zord.
That's 2 of his crippled breaths, isn't it?
To be fair, Zord is due a bit of an upswing of performance because he's had some horrific games recently.
Yeah, but if Zord starts winning things, who makes the hype videos?
Well, he's not in playoffs, so we're okay.
So unfortunately, Zord, you just can't win anything.
I like that reroll. I mean, Kimmy Granger might not, but I do. Kimmy
Granger
Granger
really don't like it.
It's he's now Mummy. He's retired.
No, he's not retired. He's basically Megan.
Retired from a day job. That is.
I was going to say it's basically Megan Rain in training. All he needs is tackle and stand firm, and she's the absolute mirror of Megan Rain.
Smashed hip. She took it too hard.
This is brutal. Playoff
yeah, that means that it's now 2 Orcs now on the in the injury box. Not looking too good.
And the worst part is both of them are one of them's incredibly permanent, but they're both.
Yeah, last time I checked, Death was indeed a permanent injury.
Nah, he's just sleeping.
Of the permanent variety.
It's you could say it's the most permanent of injuries.
It is certainly life-ending.
Life-altering in a sense. Man, Pro has been on point today.
Yeah, Pro
has
been
done
doing
right.
Hasn't it? I think you pile on this just to try and do some damage. Not rewarded. Jesus.
So what's not been today? Piling on.
The piling on armor roll was better than the initial hit, so.
Only one off, to be fair.
What?
Cunning Fox Pup, you know what, right? It's not as easy as that sounds. Claw does do a lot against Orcs, but I've played 4 Orc teams this season, and
Orcs are great.
I've not done as much damage as you might think.
Claw is great, but like Armor 9 is still Armor 9. You still need to roll an 8. All things have to play out. So
I do like that GFI.
Claw doesn't just Well, yeah, marking ball carry is always best. Claw just doesn't mean it's instant. I kill everything.
It's not just that. He's marked a non-block player who either has to 1 in 9 dodge or 1 in 9 blitz.
Oh, I can't even make a reference. I can't even use a reference from this morning. No. For a certain piece, no. No reference. No spoilers. All GFIs are bad.
Oh.
That was close to a self-inflicted armor break too.
What's the number there? Oh god, that was 9. Good old Penny Pack saw a life flash before our eyes.
Yeah, thank God we're not on Astro Granite.
It's not even necessarily the Mighty Blow hitting back. It's the fact that Orcs have 4 Strength 4 players, plus 8 potential guard access. They actually are pretty good at weathering the matches, and they have cheaper players, so tend to have inducements too. If you're Orcs and you can grab into, say, an extra Apo and a couple of Burbs, you can really weather a Claw team unless they just go nuclear. And if they're going to go nuclear, it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, exactly right. At that point, it's irrelevant, right?
You don't reroll.
That's bad for you guys.
No, you do not.
You can't. You really want to, but you can't.
I think the only other dice rolls I'd be making right now are the
no cheese, because most Orc coaches don't run trolls, and Cunning Fox Pup they do. They just don't tend to take it. They don't tend to use all of that guard. Look at this team.
He's going back to dodge.
He's going to dodge, yeah.
I don't like that. That's a much lower probability player. The 1 in 9 kills you, whereas with a block, it's a 1 in 9 on the first dice, and then you get another shot with a reroll.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 27.
1 in 81.
Yeah, 1 in 9 over a 1 in 81. If he doesn't score here, he is rightfully punished for trying to get claw attrition. Yeah, but the Orcs are likely to have it, whereas the Chaos aren't, and they tend to not run. They tend towards not running trolls. We have got a minus move Black Orc Pauper, and we've got a badly hurt Beastman. I think he's just realised the math, and he stopped and went, "Ah, man." Let's see if
putting everything on a 3+.
I mean, it is a 3+ with a built-in reroll, but it's still.
Yeah, I've done enough 3+ rolling this season.
No.
Yeah.
3+
I know how
are
this
terrifying.
Well, you know he failed a 3+ on for turn 1? Sure hands.
That's true.
So, it's not. He's done it. He's done the first half already.
Yeah, he's been burnt. He knows it can happen.
He's good.
Oh,
He does roll a 3.
Only just.
Supervet on the back foot here.
No, I agree,
Well,
my says. I would not have liked that if he was RG4.
Look, we'll see how the LOS blocks go. If they can get a few removal to evens it straight back up.
I think we need to wait to see how these KO rolls come out, but they're both good.
So, there you go. Never in doubt.
As if there was a question.
No.
Shabsu, you've missed a bit. You've missed.
He's down 1.
You missed Kristen Scott dying. You've missed Kimmy Granger getting a minus move. And you've missed this idiot over here getting badly hurt. Sorry, Crusader. Just naturally, I was just referring to a Beastman as an idiot over here, and then remembered it was Crusader. And I was like, I stand by my decision.
I guess now I have to make a player called Metal on every team I play with now, and just run it at the scariest thing.
No, the Chaos still have the Apo, unfortunately.
Yeah, he did an Apo Crusader. Didn't think it was worth.
I wouldn't have done it.
Crusader, you're not worth an Apo.
Yes.
I wouldn't have appoed it. I would not have appoed that Beastman either.
Now I would
Got other things you need to be more concerned about.
Looking at it though, right? I kind of would like to see. I'd kind of like to see a foul on one of these Beastmen. It's brave and it's very, very risky, but Superfed really needs. Obviously, if you if you remove all 3 of them, you can't. But if you can,
oh, that's a dream.
yeah. If you remove all 3 of these beasts on the line of scrimmage blocks, you're feeling pretty good about things, I guess.
No, but I think you've got to play the risk of a foul to try and find some attrition on this line, because if you can take these 3 dudes out and all 3 of them, if you can get all 3 of them off, look at what he has to start putting on the LOS.
The risk though is that you lose your player for no effect, right? And that's
it's a huge risk. But Superfed is not going to win this by playing conservatively. He's already lost 2 of his better players.
He's only 1 player down currently. If he can get part of it, he'll be even numbers, and then he gets more LOS blocks the second half as well, so then he starts snowballing into that.
Wait, Brazzerz going to try and get all 3 of them off?
Good job.
I think personally the risk is worth it, and it gets more increasingly worth it the less damage he does. He's got to try and do something. He can't keep playing the Chaos team's game, because it's already proven that doesn't work for him with the players he's already lost.
Yeah, he's in.
It's funny, nothing here. I need to start after all that. 3 money play hits.
All the doubles are gone now. Do it.
Yeah.
Burn him. Kick I think you kick a Beastman in the head.
Yep. You not use the other one that doesn't have a kick, because you might need it later on.
Yeah, you might need the kick. You've got 2 dirty players. I think he's doing it. I like it.
Yeah, here it comes.
He's going for the stun, which I like less.
Doesn't matter this one.
Well, that's irrelevant, right?
Oh my god.
Double
one.
You know how I was saying it really suck if you get sent off.
It does, but you can't argue that he didn't need to take that risk.
I mean, you can.
He had his dice backwards. He had the 10 on the armor break, but he just needed nothing, and he had the snakes on the injury roll.
You can absolutely argue that was not he shouldn't have made that risk. He was only 1 player down before. Now he's 2 players down.
Has to be said, news from the Motley game. If no one wants spoilers, stop listening for a second now. Apparently, Motley's star runner's dead.
Oh boy. He was the
best of us.
as G4, or was he? Am I thinking of something else?
Well, AV8 is broken precisely once in a serious fashion. They've just hit turn 9 as well, so we're actually pretty much on a pace with the other.
Fantastic.
The other game.
Just a weird question inside the beer hall. Are there any Big O players in New Zealand? In fact, there's like 3 that I can think of.
Yeah, at least, and they all go alright. What sound you guys are right? Papanasi's originally Kiwi.
Yeah, he's over in Thailand though, so.
Yeah.
Huh, what did Superfed do to upset Nuffle? He killed 300. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Gengar.
that's right.
Because it was a 1-on-1 on the injury. Sneaky Git does nothing on injury rolls. So, for a guy who loves to foul, it's probably worth being good at it.
Sneaky is the worst skill in the game, man.
Sorry, I'm only making such a big issue about being bad at fouling. Because Crusader's in channel and he loves Sneaky Git. You love Sneaky Git.
It's not that I love Sneaky Git. It's just like, I think it has its niche uses.
What's that? As 200k upload or 20k upload?
200k, Jesus, that's a...
Wow.
Well, if you do it right at least.
Yeah, right.
Heads up as well. Buford also held off Motley's drive. 0-0
Oh.
on Buford's drive. Perfect.
That's
well, this isn't good news. This is a perfect defensive chaos.
You just move both to the right, so automatically hits. Right? In front of one on that light orc, one on black orc.
I mean,
yeah, you just take as little mighty blow as you can, right?
Yeah,
now.
you go for the guys without block. You shuffle right down to the right. Oh, you put Borak on the line.
It's like Borak making his. Oh, look at that.
Well, I mean, you can also stack plenty of strength and guard on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so that helps.
but you also the orcs have plenty of guard. I say that with mind you, that even in guard now with those, 2 of it off the pitch.
You probably do pull one of the beasts off the line though. If I'm on, oh no, he's thought.
He's rethinking his decision.
He was like, "Have some big guys. What if you roll some 6s?"
No, wait.
No, that's not.
Yeah, I like the idea of just pulling away from all the mighty blow.
Yeah, and not only the mighty blow, 2 of the players his base don't even have block. Never realised that the drafting process for clan is so stressful to watch. It's a lot of fun.
It's great.
It is.
As I said earlier, I've got to do my clan draft tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m.
Who put you in charge of the clan? I mean, how did that go down?
I don't even know.
It was a bloodless coup. It was a pretty straightforward process.
Did someone go, "I can't be bothered doing this," and you went, "I'll do it"? Or was it a case that everyone else?
I walked in with a.
Did everyone else step backwards? Was what it was, and you just weren't quick enough.
No. I elected to take it because it means I don't have to play dwarves or dwarves.
Oh, she
you
says
say that now.
It was an Agi 4 movement 7 block tackle.
See, that's the one. I know these things. That I was looking at that the other day and going, what an awesome runner for dwarves. He has everything that they lack. Well, not tackle and block, but the Agi 4 and movement 7 side of things.
Wow. Clan Season 4's cherry is getting popped in about 30 minutes. Major Bite is opening the show. Not only is he an incredible coder who does all of the awesome stuff for us, apparently he's also kicking off Clan League, which is pretty sick.
Dude, that guy is like my hero when it comes to, like, I wish I could code like he, like Major Bite can, but I am far untalented.
Whoa, there we go. Big hit
Right,
for Tomo. Suddenly, based on the non-mighty blow, doesn't seem so smart for Tomo, does it?
Yeah, that'll teach you. Get a pair of defense. Just roll 6s. So that could have been Borak.
That actually couldn't have been Borak, could it? Hang on. He's heavy now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have been.
You roll flat
You're
10s.
absolutely right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borak could have died there. That would have been sad. I've got it up in front of me. People might not want spoilers, and also because they may watch them at their own discretion, probably best not to. I talked about it and then realised I was making a foobar. and stopped.
A faux pas.
No, it was a faux pas.
That's a...
Why not both? Why not both, Crusader?
Because how did you fuck up beyond all recognition?
Talking about another game that I shouldn't have talked about.
Wait, what?
Not about it. I mean, that doesn't make sense. A faux pas makes sense.
Oh, shush you. Oh, I didn't realise you had frenzy. Hello. Just a stone.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why he pushed that way, because now he's got some claw in his face. He pushed to the right, could have just stand firm and not, moved up to the claw.
I think you'd have pushed in. I'm surprised he didn't push into the stand firm, so that he could have taken a hit without moving. Hey, Cthulhu, thanks for the 100 bits, mate. Welcome back, my friend. Are we going to see a palm hit into Andy?
Yeah.
I think we are. I don't think Borak goes to heaven.
Yeah, I don't know who would allow him in those gates.
Pro still doing the business, but the actual result not so good.
Has Pro failed yet?
I don't think
so.
No, it's been what, for at least 4 or 5 times without fail so far.
Yeah, Ramtut is a solid star player. He's got what, break tackle, strength 6, wrestle.
Something like that. Yeah.
And he's a mummy with like
slightly
better
stats.
Movement 5? That's really good.
Yeah.
So he's a better team rather than a better mummy.
A god amongst mummies.
Well, Nosedive, he didn't win. He drew with Papa Nasty and Horny Cricket.
Mighty Blow as well, says Gengar for Ramtut.
I think the game was fixed. Maybe Orc will beat the bye week.
No.
Conceivable.
Totally inconceivable.
A little birdie tells me for the right price, the bye will win.
Just gonna punch a hole here.
Maybe
Orc tell that Orc he's dreaming.
You know what? I think Gerber might be having the season where he could go far. I don't know if he can win, but I think he's gonna put his heart and soul into it. He has been playing like a demon recently. Oh, Jay Jansen gets knocked out,
and thus the bad news for Brazzerz continues with a donkey punch like that.
I think I'm going to face Gerber at some point. Well, Gengar, you've got to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Do not, and that's not me throwing shade at Gengar. Oh, Megan Rain, not like this.
Emma and Junaid.
Such a promising
of all
career.
The names to say, yeah, of all the big coaches to say, in this situation, it's pretty grim. If you were to tell me that Superfet was going to lose the first round of the playoffs, I'd tell you that you are perhaps.
To be
fair,
fair,
crack pipe a little too hard.
Oh gosh, that's a stun as well. To be fair though, Superfed has been in a bad spot like this in playoffs before, and he's managed to find a way. There is a chance he still can. Oh no, there's 2 Bobs. There's 2 Bobs. They're both. One of them's a rookie.
Currently.
Yeah, currently. Let's not count our Bobs before they've. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Something.
But no, like I say, Gengar, I think, and something that I'm telling myself a lot, because obviously I'm in playoffs this season, is that I am absolutely refusing to count my chickens. I'm not looking beyond the next game. So I'm not looking. I know who I've got next if I beat Haruma, but I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not even planning for it. I'm looking at Haruma and going, that is my Super Bowl. And if I win that one, the next game will be, and the next game will be. If you look too far ahead, that's how you start losing. Never underestimate the opponent in front of you. That's mine.
Unless they are the bye.
So, like... Thanks, Squiggy. But no, because it's... Lumi himself has said, man... like, it's not just... it's not just luck, it's also consistency. And... But it's also luck. So, you've got to rely on a bit of both, right? Oh, this is the...
Of course you do.
Carrier. You're going to jump on T. Jump on T.
Oh,
T is injured. This could be an apple. What's the damage? It's a miss next game. I think you kind of need this player.
Yeah.
Flip the coin.
He might be needed for next week. Just saying. If he's only a reliable carrier.
So they're not in the Super Bowl. It's looking pretty bad. No, it is, isn't it?
No.
I like the way you went for Super Dead there. I don't know if that was a spelling mistake, but I quite like it.
I think I would have appoed that.
I would have appoed that in a heartbeat. That's the wrong end zone, Superfed.
He's got a plan.
I mean, if the plan is to try and win the war of attrition, he's outnumbered almost. Like, there's 9 of them and 6 of him.
Oh, jeez.
I like it, Cunning Fox Pup, I like it.
Something, Orc GFI is something.
Oh god. There's not many targets for the Chaos, but they're going to get... I think we're going to see a big old foul on Cleo.
I was just going to say that myself. It would not surprise me if we don't see the boot being thrown here.
Wow, morally, that's harsh. Fair, but harsh.
Man, throw a note, man. Don't chill, man.
Yeah, chat have no chill tonight, do they?
Chat never has chill, man. Never. Chat take no prisoners.
No. They don't care. They're here for blood.
Yeah, but playing for overtime kind of means that you have to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you played at overtime. You actually have to be drawn at the end of regulation time.
And if anyone knows that that's how overtime works, it's super fed.
Well, I think he's got me.
Didn't he go to overtime every game in the last playoffs?
I think he pretty much did, yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. Gets him.
Oh. Ashley Adams taking the hit. And there's an easy way to stack up some assists on this one as well. I'd have followed.
Doesn't break it on.
Yeah, I would have followed up and done the biggest foul I can muster against Cleo.
That would have been a solid +5 assists. This is only going to be +4 now.
But is it you about to follow, or...? Yeah. No, wasted. Alright, I'm gonna check the spoilers real quick in the playoffs. Oh, wow!
Crusader.
Oh my god.
If there's ever a sight that warms the cockles of Metal's heart, it's that.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm liking what I'm seeing there.
I don't know what's more attractive, the all of these ladies or that picture.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'm probably dressed for that kind of game to watch. Wow.
But yeah, we're gonna see. It's not gonna be as big as we thought. It's only gonna be a +3.
You know what it helped? An extra assist.
All those assists we told him he should have put in there.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it's hard to argue.
The problem is, I mean, like, Superfed is not doing anything of note here. He stands up at a lock lineman and then gets a 1 dice with Molly Jane.
Well,
he can maybe do nothing.
Jump up red dice, the Harrion Sword, and try and get through, I guess. He just jump up.
I am on this team. Look at me, I'm right there. Oh god, I'm about to die.
Where are you?
Fed, that's the wrong end zone.
Metal's a rookie beastman, laying down basically in front of Cleo.
I am...
Jesus, they went to a particular score of a particular person to buy a specific item.
You know what? There's been a lot of that going around this playoffs. There's been a lot of that. Haringzord is... Oh,
that's
golly. Miss Molly.
Now, you know what? I don't even think you need to do anything right now. You knock down that last remaining orc, and then you just foul the crap out of
blitz
Cleo
it
again.
with Claw. You don't even use the Mighty Blow. You use the Claw.
You send those two. You send those two beastmen after the throw. I guess that's my ball, please. I'll have to have him back. And those orcs don't stand up.
I mean, the orcs were probably never planning to stand up.
Yeah, don't give them the option.
Jesus, poor old Haley.
Oh, Haley Reid.
You know what? Given that Haley Reid's last name is different to Riley.
Yeah, I realised that. Yeah, they probably aren't. No, I think he had to take the block. He had to try and force his way through. Because, I mean, how is this thrower getting from here to here?
This is where I condone a Borak dirty player foul right now.
Honestly, when do you use when do you stick the dirty player in?
Yeah, get Borak involved. Why not? At this point, you've got so much strength on them. The dirty player is much more valuable than Borak anymore. If you take this killer out.
Yeah,
I was gonna make a joke before we collected, but then I thought against it, given the
done a whole bottle of Jack.
Given the sensitive nature of the joke, I thought, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not this one.
I'd like to see the Borak foul. Borak or no balls.
Come on, Steve.
I know, Stealth. I know. We hate the new Reddit layout, man. We hate it.
Is there not a way to use the old one?
You can opt out of it for now, I think, but at some point they're going to make it permanent. Is he genuinely debating using Borak?
There's no debate here. There's literally nothing to debate here. It's a dirty player. Cleo represents basically the only threat.
There he is. Yes.
Boom.
He has an evil laugh at him too.
He's getting himself sent off, but
value. Get off, Borak.
That's a brave referee.
Just looks at him.
Well, I'm going to call it now. I think Superfed loses this match.
Hey, Borak. How's it going there, mate? Hey, Borak. There he is. That's a valuable star player, isn't it? No.
She'll blitz him. That's a knockdown.
Them ball carrier blitzes, man. That's what we live for.
He's running away again.
Run!
Yeah, it's very Hero Questy, isn't it? Do you not think?
It's very old. It's old school fucking GW Borak.
There we go. Found myself. It's not good, is it?
It's not ideal.
He's re-rolling it. That's bold.
Oh, he fell.
The funny thing is, though, that Riley Reid can still get punched in the face by Joe.
It's only a 1 dice.
Or at least in the back of the head. Yeah. 1 die with tackle.
Yeah, but not wrestle though.
Who cares?
Yeah,
what else are you gonna do? Like, you can't. Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna blitz? I mean, you could make a claw blitz against Chaos Warrior, against the Black Orc, I guess.
Yeah, of course you do. I mean, I think you move.
You know what? At that point, I just want to say, stop. He's already dead.
Never.
I don't see how Riley Reid is ever going to make the end zone. Like, there's zero way that's happening.
Well, she's
she moves 2 squares. Yeah, 2 squares north. End zone, I guess.
It's the right one. She's right in.
He's some more claw for.
I guess removing all the other orcs from play makes the score significantly unlikely.
I mean, let's be honest. It's been pretty unlikely for a little while now, Crusader.
It's very true. But, I mean, it's Blood Bowl, right? You'd like unlikely to be as close to 0 as humanly possible.
Yep.
Yeah, it is pretty impossible to actually make most things completely impossible when you're rolling dice, right? But Jesus. Oh, it's a bad... Well, Unseen Walker, we're not going to say too much. Because we don't like spoilers. But, Unseen Walker, you're the coach of Rageddorf, right? I am right in saying that, aren't I?
Correct. Yep. No spoilers.
Now, did Zord not bring Griff? Because Zord definitely said he was bringing Griff. Yeah, the biggest point.
I remember the last time someone took Griff and then forgot them for half the game.
Yeah. Cost him a playoff spot, man.
I don't think having Griff on or not cost him the playoff spot, if we're truly honest.
It did mess up his one turn, though. That 2+ would
No. You know what really messed up his one turn? Throwing the wrong dice.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah, well, there's, you can't excuse that. But...
Like...
But still.
Oh, he did well, though. He did really well.
Stark did better than I thought he would.
We've got a breakaway. Ashley Adams is gone rogue. He's debating the GFIs.
You laugh. He comes a passing play. You laugh now, but here he comes.
Why would you bother?
Oh my god, we are. And it's an interception! Stop! Blood Bowl, stop! He's already dead!
Casual 6+.
Oh my god, please, no. I need to fix my camera.
I love how you can tell it's an intercept before it shows it on screen.
Yeah, you know it's an intercept because it zooms right
it's that
in.
Heartbreaking moment. Yeah,
you just know.
All powers to sink it into.
I mean, let's be honest. Even if that would have been the perfect pass catch play,
he's still pushing it uphill.
I mean,
Papanasi is the orc team with lots of everything. To be honest.
Yeah, Papa has. Yeah, well, no. He doesn't have lots of guard. He has a lot of blitzers that are sans guard. That's not lots for an orc team. Go look at Gerber's team. Yeah. It's not a lot. It's not enough.
If I look at Gerber's team, he has less than 6 guard. If he has less than 7 guard, I'm even disappointed.
I think he's got 7 guard on the nose.
Disappointed.
Disappointed.
Yeah, with 4 legends. How that happened, I'll never be known.
That's disgusting.
You know what the worst part is, though? You know what the worst part is? It's one of those legends is an orc thrower.
I know, right?
A strength 4 orc thrower.
It's not a meme, Jamis. All 4 of his blitzers have piling on. That's not a meme, that's a fact. Right? Guard doesn't work from the floor. That's also a fact. God. No one is memeing, it's a fact.
Guard also doesn't work from the sideline, but you know.
No, but if you're playing kill, it's orcs is a lot harder to play kill on than stuff that's actually got good killers.
It's clear zone, boys. It's clear as well.
The pitch, we live in the pitch clear dream. Cyanide, why you do this? Why you do this? God, this is just brutal. I mean, I've got nothing I can say anymore for Superfed. He really gave it a good crack of it, but man.
What do you mean anymore? I haven't been able to say anything really positive about his chances for the last 12 turns or so.
No, to be fair, the first half wasn't utterly desperation-inducing.
His turn one didn't look too bad. I mean, he based up a bit, and then he just,
no, but I mean, losing a player to Claw Mighty Blow is gonna happen. It was brutal that he popped his apple and he didn't get the kill back, but what can you do? That's harsh, but it's not unexpected. There's been a lot of additional hits that have just kept rolling. And what is more, to me, the problem, is he's had really bad dodge dice. He threw, I think, 0 for 4 dodge attempts in the first half, even though when he had shots on ball. Oh, come on.
It's the world we live in.
Right. He then...
yeah, it's a level.
No one's on a level, but he's getting close. He's one more touchdown away. Beyond that, he then also has suffered immensely with a complete inability to hurt armor value 8. He's got two players all game. The removals from the Chaos side are not unexpected. They're not. And they're not even that bad. He's only had 4 Kaz. The real problem is the fact that he's been able to do nothing back. Everything he's tried to do at the Chaos has failed. Near enough. That's Superfed's biggest problem. He's really tried. He's really put his heart and soul into it. But
I'm not saying he hasn't tried. I'm just saying the last 12 turns, though, it's been
pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's not just because it's not that many removals. We've seen much worse. Without spoilers.
Oh yeah, no spoilers. There has been some pretty brutal results.
It's certainly one way to put it.
The timing is also important, Travel Scrabble. You are very right.
Yep. No pitch there. I'm a sad co-host. It's okay.
There's always the next game.
A bit of an upset, I would say. Coming into this.
I would wholeheartedly call this an upset.
Yeah, I think so.
One was was Superfed 4th or 3rd in Real?
Superfed was 4th, I think.
I don't even know. It's like Superfed's performance last playoffs also. Like I think a lot of people would be going, Superfed, and then you look at the team and you go, well, it's Superfed with a stacked Orc team against
a Chaos team.
Yeah, a Chaos team that, it's got a couple of seasons under its belt. It's looking alright, but I think people would be going, just the 2 claw. Superfed's got this.
The big news is that G-Man have taken a spot in the round of 32. Samoa is going to move on, and Haringzord nobbles up the MVP. Nom 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 nom.
I don't know if I'd use that terminology, but yes.
And he's going to get a level, so he might get a second sure hands. Hello, Steve. That was pretty brutal. To be fair,
game, Steve.
12 armor breaks as well, leading in at 4 injuries and a kill. That's pretty good. Actually, 5 KOs, 4 injuries and a kill. That's 10 removals and 12 breaks. That's pretty high.
G-Man haven't lost all the games this playoffs.
Woo! Let's not do spoilers.
How can you spoil that? G-Man haven't lost all the way. If Steve had lost, then you could say that.
True, but
it's a factually true statement with no spoilers needed.
Hull's coming in with the big stats. It's impossible for a perfect bracket, as all 4 of us were 4 out of 4.
Dude, that was.
Did you know that orcs don't get stunned?
Yes, actually, I do. I play Pup and Arcee. I'm very rare in this situation.
Did you also know that orcs don't dodge?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Or really significantly injure Chaos players, it seems.
But they do pro real well.
Pro is interesting. Pro worked.
I like that. Cheesex, pressure's off metal, he can now lose without shaming his conference. Also, because so many REL coaches have gone through, the pressure is off Cheesex because he can now lose without shaming his weight. He didn't make it again, he got demoted. So, if you're throwing shade when you got demoted for the 2nd season on the row,
something people's glass houses.
Yeah. Glass houses and stones come to mind.
Mr. Fed, sir. My heart goes out to you. That was
yeah, that was a game.
I've seen you ladies take visually more aggressive poundings, but
I really wanted Riley to die so I could just end this team and be done with it for sure. Because that was the only other thing that could have happened. Everything else pretty much did.
Is this you re-rolling, or are you?
Yeah, I was genuinely expecting like you to do like a GFI or something with the thrower and just watch.
I thought about it. It's turn 16. I really thought about it. I want to retire this team. I've wanted to retire this team for seasons, but they're still pretty good. I need to fire 2 Black Orcs, and that's not fun. That means next season's rebuilding in Div 1 with Gengar and Dwarfs. So,
Fed, hear me out, brother. Hear me out. Come and join us with the superior
and the Kislev Master Race.
You know it, brother.
Travel Scrabble is really
Don't leave the orcs, man.
me.
The green skin.
Travel Scrabble, you know.
No.
Man, Kislev, as I've said, I've not had as much fun as I have had playing Kislev. So.
It has not been fun this last month. I don't know if you guys saw my statistics or whatever I was posting and whining the other day, but I was like last month.
you're playing orcs. I instantly assume everything you're going to say is going to be a whining.
Oh, that's a good point. Fair point.
Yeah, but
it could be nice to have a fun season.
Orcs are having a bad time, aren't they?
Come to the Kislev.
Don't
I
forget,
would be more willing to re-roll if I could go back to my team, but I know we don't do that.
You can take them to the REBBL All-Stars.
It's true.
And there's some big names in there, like Haringzords, Bargain Boozers were kicking around in there. My Rats were in there, but they're probably coming back.
Wait, didn't you just say big names?
Yeah, the Bargain Boozers are a huge name. They sell armor to everybody.
Yeah,
They've done a roaring trade.
Then you said something about your Rats. I don't recall them at all.
If I was gonna re-roll, I'm more tempted now though because I actually get the full greenhorn. So
yeah, to be fair, you get the full greenhorn, and we're taking steps to reduce the buys in the fresh divs too. So you're going to be the first season that takes advantage of our changes to
Fuck
the
it.
way.
All right, guys, it's official. I'm sorry for swearing on your stream.
Confirmed on stream.
I'm not even gonna do rats. I'm not even gonna do rats. I'm just gonna go Kislev. Screw it.
Yes!
Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
Then I don't care, because like that's the problem right now. Like I'm legitimately upset because I wanted to win Rebel, like, and I had a team that was capable of it. And if I don't have a team that's really capable of it, then I don't care, and it's more fun. So I'll just have to do that.
I think Kislev are capable, but I don't think they're capable in one season. Like you're gonna have to have them in the oven for a while.
Yeah. No, you want your Kislev to be, you know, where you've got fresh linemen, fresh-ish catchers, and really, really well-developed blitzers. So that takes time.
Well, like I say, Ambitang, you can play them in All-Stars, and there's quite a lot of like the older school kind of big-name Rebel teams in there that you may have heard stories about in the past and stuff. And
yeah,
you know what? Honestly, have a bash of All-Stars. You probably have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now Arch can't say I'm the biggest tryhard in Rebel.
Well, you can say it.
Isn't Solar Dragonfire the biggest tryhard in Rebel?
He's a tryhard. He's on my team of tryhards for the World Cup.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Suitfed, I am so very sorry to see such a beating. That was painful to watch, man.
I was, but now you're playing Kislev. I'm not, so. Yeah.
Is this the hatchet between Crusader and Superfed finally buried?
There's no hatchet. You can't hate basically someone who is me.
I don't know. I mean, I hate me a lot, so. I'm filled to the brim with self-loathing, so it's totally fine. When
so by the sound of it, it sounds like Kislev are the perfect choice.
Yes, it's true. That's very true.
Where are we going to go?
Magic 3, man.
Grab the 3 plus. Should be fine.
3 plus. But you just saw what happened when I did 3 pluses.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of 3 plus.
He gave me a 3 plus to hit his ball carrier so many times.
Yeah, now it's a leap.
Yeah,
more,
stop one.
It's like 70% more effective.
Now it's a
I did always want to leap more.
Clan's up. If you, who's it? Wait,
No, the next game, ladies and gentlemen, in REBBL Playoff Season 8 is mine. I play Haruma Major at 4 PM my time tomorrow, which was...
Is that really the next game?
No, because we got a game in 4 hours, haven't we, Chris?
Yeah, what are you-
Oh, no, you haven't.
There's definitely
That's
no
a good point.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
straight up flatulence and tribute Urbana.
that's very
Yeah.
correct. 2 AM for me.
I love
At
this
like how many hours? Like 5
4
hours or so.
Crusader, you
Yeah.
playing that straight up flatulence game with Hipster?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll
You
be there.
win?
I just need
Get
to
in. Get in.
desalienate in the
Okay,
next
so
couple
yeah,
hours.
actually, there we go. It's Crusader will be casting Straight Up Flatulence versus Tribute Urbana in 4.5 hours. And in 18.5 hours, I'll be taking to the pitch versus Haruma Major's Flying Rainbow Ponies. Beyond that, pretty much straight after my game, and that one will be on Hindus' channel, it seems. Squiggy and Synergy are in on that one too. We've got the Mighty Reptiles versus Nerves, cast by Haringzord. Then straight after that one, we're back to my channel, casting Iron Madden versus Drakwold's Day Labourers.
Oh god.
And then beyond that, there's also the Frozen Dead North versus Snow White and the Six Chorfs on Crusader's channel. So there's literally 4 games consecutively tomorrow.
And that's not saying that that's set in stone either. Well, I mean, those are set in stone, but there's still other games that are going to pop up randomly, like this Motley one. So definitely keep an eye and make sure you follow all the streamers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's 6 games on Saturday. But,
There's 4 games at the same time. On Pastry Pest versus Ready Lizard 1, Foul Targets versus Slash Slaughterers, Primetime Lubbers versus the Farm Animals, and Mutants in Human Clothing versus Bloodthirsty Seaguard are all pretty much at the same time. Starting at the same time as this stream started. That's insane. And then that's not counting Right Way to Go versus Prona Party at 4 AM my time on Synergy's channel, and the Rat Lovers United versus the Revenge of the Franks at midday my time tomorrow. God.
Rat Lovers, come on. Can't even say the team name on this channel. What is that?
You know what? A lot of you big O guys don't say the team name either. You know I'm right.
I do. I say it every single time.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me in offering commiserations to Superfed. Congratulations to Steve.
Yes, GG, Steve. Good
and
luck.
Thank you very much, Crusader. It's always a pleasure, my friend. And XS. Nah, I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. XS, the better Aussie caster.
Oh.
not even. The thing is, not even XS is going to back you up on that one, so you've already lost.
No,
I'm still looking back to my friend. Yeah, been a pleasure, good sir.
But no, guys, if you haven't followed, please do. Follow all of the streamers. Every time you see a streamer pop up with playoffs, give them a follow. We're doing our best to cover everything, and it's always nice. It makes us feel a bit warm and fuzzy. So you guys stay classy, okay?
.370 coaches entered REBBL Season 8, the biggest season on record. Now, just 61 remain, all with their eyes on one prize. After a grueling season, their biggest challenge now lies ahead of them.
Oh, Nemo, no! Nemo! You were the chosen one!
Over the next 6 weeks, prepare to experience the highs and the lows of Knockout Blood Bowl. Drama is guaranteed. Welcome to the place where heroes are born. Welcome to the place where legends are made.
Yasin scores!
You've done it!
Welcome to the REBBL Playoffs.
Belt dodge. Body's dead! And Stinger Bell is dead as well!
Alien Convoy's team is falling to pieces.
Whoa! Fillet me gnome!
Why would you apple that king? It's a king!
Unbelievable, Jeffrey!
This is so tense! 2+ pick up fails! UNOS are the champions.